quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Shooter take a shot deep. Open target. Got it. Her third. From left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down.
watch who he's going to set up. He's going to go for it. Fell from the sky into air and icing.
Welcome to Wednesday night CFL action. For your listening pleasure in the booth, you have myself, Beard, a.k.a. Jay Duke, and Andrew, a.k.a. True Saiyan Prince, in the booth. Andrew, what do you think about tonight's matchup between Georgia and Auburn?
You know, after last week, Georgia took a big loss, and right now they're looking to get some momentum coming here to play Auburn, so maybe they can pull off an upset against the number 2 ranked team in the nation.
Number 2 team Auburn receives. It's 72. We've caught a great break here. There's a light wind, but we've gotten a window of no rain as Auburn comes out in the split backfield. Take the first snap, fake the handoff, throws out of the backfield too. Looks like that would be Thomas Scally for 5 yards. Auburn dinking and dunking out of the gate.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you got to do to move the ball down the field is just those little 5-yard dump offs.
Man in motion. They hand it off to Scally, runs up the middle, makes the first man pay for it, 3 yards, going to bring up a third and manageable. Auburn looking like they're going to try to ground and pound and control the clock today.
Yeah, and that would be big for Auburn, you know, being able to manage the clock.
Coming out in that same formation, flipped. Man in motion. Same play. Hands off up the opposite side, though. Scally refuses to go down, picks up 11. He's finally tackled. That's going to take him 2 for 14.
Yeah, Scally looking like he may have been covered in some butter there, just bouncing off the tackles.
Now a change of pace. Auburn comes out in the empty set, trips to the top. Duke back, sets, plenty of time, throws underneath, got his man. That's Bobby Green for 9.
Yeah, good throw there, but yeah, Auburn's doing amazing against this Georgia defense. Georgia, they got to get a stop here.
Going to come out in the split backfield again. Going to change the play at the line. Fakes the handoff, throws underneath again. That one is just knocked loose. He had that in the pocket and just let it go.
Yeah, good effort there by the Georgia defender to just be able to get his hand in between the ball and the receiver, knock it free.
3rd and 1. Fakes the handoff. Duke did this a lot last week. He's going to do the 2-yard rush and pick up the first down.
I mean, as long as you're moving the ball forward, you're making plays, you never know what'll happen.
Not the fleetest of foot, Duke, but he does get what he needs when he needs it sometimes. Going to hand it off to Scally right up the middle, and Scally just looking for somebody to hit, it looks like.
Yeah, it looked like Scally wanted somebody to truck, so he just decided to turn it upfield, go back to the middle of the field.
Now he's coming back out. 1 tight end, 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen. There's the handoff to Scally. It's a counter. Scally runs over a man, got plenty of room, still going. That's going to be a 17-yard gain, and Auburn is just content to run the ball.
Yeah, already averaging 10 yards a carry there for Thomas Scally. Doing amazing tonight.
I don't think there's an AD in the CFSL that would be upset with 20 yards a clip.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, even if you're watching your favorite football team and they're getting 20 yards a carry, I don't think you'd be mad.
Or 10 yards a clip. Sorry, I said 20.
Yeah, 10.
Nobody'd be mad with 20 either. There's that zone read. Plenty of move, plenty of blocking out there. Great run to stay. Just run it and get your 18.
Yeah, like you said, Jay Duke not really good with moving, but when he does, he can get what he needs and more.
That's just a large human being to try to stop when he's running head up. You'd like to see him maybe cut outside a little bit and let his wide receiver get in there and make another block.
Yeah, it did look like he might have ended up getting in there if he cut it outside.
Oh, dangerous throw by Duke. The block was not there. It was blown up from the start. If he just pump fakes that and throws it to the guy who was supposed to block, that's a touchdown.
Yeah, I think Crawford wished he could get that one back. That would have been a huge stop for Georgia.
Duke comes out to throw again. Throws it out wide. Got a man out there. That's Barfield for 2. Getting away from the run, though, which is a little weird here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Auburn, the run has been your friend tonight, so you'd want to continue to run the ball.
Single back, 2x2 set. No handoff. Going to be a screen pass. Got a man out there. Can they get the blockers? Almost. Scalley's going to lose one because the blockers didn't pick it up. You're going to have to settle for a field goal. Kind of disappointing if you're Auburn, I think.
Yeah, if you're Auburn, that's kind of disappointing. You had such a good drive, and then Georgia's defense finally stands tall. But hey, at the end of the day, points are points.
That's fair. Melanishin going to come out. Had a good year so far. Four of 6 on the season. Now he's going to be 5 of 7. Going to make it a 3-0 game. Auburn's defense going to come out to play now.
Yeah, now we get to see the Georgia offense led by Brandon Petty. So we'll have to see how they look after their massive loss to Oklahoma last week.
Yeah, we're going to see the battle of 10s. Number 10, Brandon Petty, doing really well on the season. Trying to find it. Where'd it go? 71 pass completions for 801 yards, 4 touchdowns. Trips to the top, single back. Auburn doesn't bring much pressure. They knock it loose, though. Sorry, I thought I had to sneeze. That's Matt Hunter on the breakup. Gonna take the snap. Looking, throws underneath again. This time, Master keeps a hold of it. That's Jesus Hansen on the stop. Going to bring up 3rd and 1. Haven't seen a run yet.
Yeah, no, looking to Jed O'Reilly is usually a heavy part of this Georgia offense. Look for him to be a big factor tonight.
Looks like 2 different game plans coming into this. Trips. Oh, nope. Tight end to the top of your screen. There's the zone read. Auburn sniffs it out. Can they hold Petty back? They do. 1 yard loss. Going to bring up 4th and 2 in their own side of the field. Chewy Baca, by the way, on the stop.
Yeah, good defense here by Auburn. They went down, got points, and their defense stood tall, forcing Georgia to punt.
Rashad Watson in on the initial hit, slows him down for the cleanup crew that is Chewy Baca as the punt is off. Chewy on the return, just made a tackle. Now he's returning it for 10 yards. Let's see if Auburn goes back to that same game plan. They're going to come out single back, tight into the bottom of your screen, trip to the top. This is an odd front, but it works a lot of the time. Outside run out there to the tight end. 1 yard gain by Scalley. Just couldn't get off that first guy fast enough and got chased down.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure if he gets off the first guy, he's shown so far tonight that he can get more than a couple of yards if he gets a chance to run.
Going to come out in that base formation, fake the handoff. Duke's looking, throws outside. Has a man out there. That's Josh Mizikar for 12 yards and a first.
Yeah,
we call that the arrow route.
Yeah, his first reception of the night.
He faked that slant and then cut it back outside and was wide open. Dead on the 50. Don't see that a lot. Going to come out in that off pistol. Push him back into the true pistol. Fake the handoff. Looking. Throw underneath again. Great throw to Bobby Green for 16.
Yeah, Auburn's just nitpicking their way down the field. Anything and everything that they want to do is happening for them really well right now.
Yeah, they're so far it's clean football. They're just moving methodically down the field, not taking unnecessary risks, minus the 1 screen pass that should have been picked probably. Now they're going to be on about the 34, maybe 33 3/4. Single back in that base ace formation. There's the fake handoff. It actually is a handoff. I thought that was going to be a fake for sure. 2 yards. Auburn very balanced so far, 8 for 8, or 8 and 8. Split backfield. It's the option. Quick pitch. Scalley breaks the first one. Does good just to get back to the line. Going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and give props to Georgia's defense here. Jad McPherson on the stop. They read that perfectly. They had a guy on each, on a guy on Duke and a guy on Scalley.
Same base ace formation. This time they're going to hand it off. Scalley's hitting the backfield, loses 4. Going to bring up 4th and 12. Looks like Georgia went aggressive on defense.
And we'll have a Twitch update for you here in a quick second.
Going to punt it away. The punt is off. It's going to land in the end zone, bring it out to the 20.
Twitch update for you. West Virginia was up 7-0 on a pick 6, but then a 51-yard touchdown pass to Laramie Larson for Oklahoma as they tied up 7 apiece.
You're going to come out. Petty's rolling, throws off his back foot on the roll. Going to pick up a yard. Lucky to get that one off because he kind of held it a little long and then ended up throwing it kind of awkwardly. But he's going to pay for it with his body on that hit from number 4, Cody Higdon.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you tell your quarterbacks you never really want to see them throw off their back foot or throw if their feet aren't set. But, you know, looking at, like, examples of people who can do it well, Mahomes, he's really good on when he's running on his foot to throw it.
Going to come out in the 2x1 tight end at the bottom of your screen. Going to fake the handoff that way. Handoff or throw to the tight end out of the backfield. He's got plenty of room. Blake breaks the tackle. Lucas leaks out for 26.
Yeah, it looked like he might have been stopped short earlier on the play, but just managed to bounce off the tackler and get a nice block there by the Georgia defender or wide receiver on the outside.
Percy King just a little bit too light for that hit. Georgia comes out again, same formation. This time it's a handoff outside. Driver gets off but can't get a hand on him. He breaks and spins. Jed O'Reilly picks up 13 and a first. Georgia putting a drive together.
Yeah, first time we call O'Reilly's name tonight. Like I said, he's a huge part of this Georgia offense, so see what else he can do tonight.
They like this formation. They're going to run back to it, but it's a corner blitz right into the run. O'Reilly doesn't pick up anything as Chewy takes him down for no gain.
Yeah, good effort here by the Auburn defense. You know, being able to read the run and stop it.
Coming out in the bunch trips at the bottom of your screen. No rush. Underneath throw. Going to pick up 15 to leak again. Auburn just not getting through that line right now.
No, and Petty 4 of 51 so far tonight, looking good through the air.
Trying to get into the red zone for the first time tonight. Auburn going to drop back into a 3-man front, going to cover the pass. It's a run, though. It's a great call by Georgia's offense when there's only 3-man down. O'Reilly picks up 12.
Yeah, if you see 3 down linemen, it's pretty well indicator that you should probably run the ball.
New formation, 2 tight end set, single back, not a handoff. They throw underneath. Got a man, but he is tackled immediately for 3-yard gains. That's Peters.
Yeah, like I said, Petty looking good tonight. O'Reilly looking like he's going to be a threat tonight. Love to see if any of these receivers for Georgia can become a threat.
Auburn looking to stop the trips at the bottom. They throw underneath. They got a man. He's slipping tackles all over the place, 3rd and inches to Uriah Pace.
Yeah, just short there. We'll have to see what Georgia decides to do here. Close to the goal line. I
imagine if it was me, O'Reilly gets the ball, and Auburn's probably thinking the same thing. Probably send some people. They do send some people in. Oh, what a tackle. A touchdown saving tackle by Connor Ward, the freshman. 3-star freshman out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, making his debut tackle, I believe.
Yeah, that also does look like that could have been called for a horse collar, but Georgia's playing aggressive.
That's what I like to see. They're going to hand it off straight up the middle of O'Reilly, and he's going to run it in. Even though he's laying at the 2. And the ball is out. Georgia going to take a quick lead, 7-3. I like the aggression. Let's see what Auburn's response is.
I mean, if you're Auburn, I think what your response should be is the run game has been working really well for you tonight. So I think you key into that more to open up the play action.
Chewy takes the ball, or takes it out.
Gonna have a Twitch update for you guys here real quick. 8-yard touchdown pass to Zay Hart as Oklahoma takes a 14-7 lead with 2:16 left in the first quarter over on Twitch.
You're gonna fake the handoff. There's the read by Duke. Duke gonna do what he can, get 7. That's all he needs.
And just like I said, Auburn starting to key back into the run since that seems to be what's working for them this evening so far.
There's the option. Plenty of time. I don't know what happened there. He had the pitch, he just never did.
Yeah, I don't know what the whole idea there for Duke was. If he had the pitch, I think he gets Scally gets the first.
Maybe a touchdown. 3rd down, they're 50% right now, looking to make that a better percentage. Stepping back, throwing deep, throws into coverage, almost picked off. Auburn gonna be forced to punt.
Yeah, and that's 2 times Crenshaw Crawford probably wants the other chance at it back.
For sure, I know I'd want it back. Great coverage, 8 yards, Carter on the return. That's going to bring us to the end of the first. The score is Georgia 7, Auburn 3. Stay tuned. You're watching the CFSL PX1 Sports on YouTube. As you throw your 2s up in chat, Georgia's going to start at the 41. Blows it up. O'Reilly's going to lose 2. Auburn was all over that. Looks like they turned the aggression up.
Yeah, Travis Hurd getting into the backfield here, stopping somebody who is probably one of the best running backs I've seen in the league so far, Jed O'Reilly.
Come out tight end to your top of your screen. This is that formation they like a lot. You're going to bring him in motion to the bottom of your screen. Fake the handoff, throwing deep, got a man, but airs it out to the sidelines.
Yeah, if Petty puts it on the money, that's actually 7 points.
That's a tutty. Same formation. Looking like a screen. Throws the screen. Can they get the blockers? It doesn't look like it. No, destroyed. Picks up 2, though. But it's going to bring up 4th and 10 and make them punt it back.
Yeah, right now we're seeing a lot of punts between Auburn and Georgia, and it's seeming to become a defensive battle.
Auburn trying to look like they're bringing everybody. They actually do bring everybody.
Almost blocked it, actually.
Baca's got the return. He squeaks to the outside, going to get it out to the 30 for 12. If this game keeps going like this, the key will be who can survive the attrition. Auburn going to come out in that trip, single tight end to the bottom. Step back, look, throw, got a man. Then he does his best Brandon Petty impersonation and throws it to the same sideline. I think they're both going to the same girl.
Yeah.
Same formation, too. Again. Same throw. Better throw this time.
Ooh.
Barfield picks up 15 in the first. Got that toe drag swag there.
Yeah, those corner routes are, I keep saying it, the corner routes are one of the hardest routes to cover in the league.
That's a big man making a great play on the corner route. Auburn on the 44-yard line, maybe 44 and a half, who knows. Going to come out in that split offset pistol. Both of them leave. Looking. Finally just throws it away and at the feet of Bobby Green. Not a great decision. That's a dangerous throw to make off your back foot. Same formation, just full back to the top. Now he moves back to the bottom, so it's a replica. They hand it off to Scally. He runs it right up the middle for 5, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, good run there by Scally. Like I said, Auburn needs to get back to the run instead of trying to throw it deep.
Come out in the split backfield. They both split out. Plenty of time. Throws it deep. Got a man wide open. Makes the catch. That's 0 for 23 yards.
Wow.
First.
I take back what I just said. That is an amazing throw there by Duke. And, yeah, he got his feet down.
I'm waiting to see. It's a lot of replay. Usually when there's a lot of replay, there's a no challenge there. The toe drag swag on another sideline corner route. They like this formation. Both split out. They throw underneath to the fullback out of the backfield. That's Barfield for a loss of 1. Mizzy pointing out Duke rocking the 2 gloves. Duke's rocked the 2 gloves his whole career. Frosty refuses to let him play with just 1. It's all Frosty's fault. Single back, tight into the top of your screen. 2 receivers up there, too. Going to throw again. Throws it underneath the Scally. Scally putting that stiff arm out there. Going to pick up 7. But they're only going to give him 3rd and 4. Oh, we lost 1. That's right. 3rd and 4 is correct. Mathin' don't always be mathin'.
Yeah, no.
True empty
Math
set.
is one of my strong suits.
Looking for a guy. Throws. Trying to get it all right here. Maybe. No. Hits Caden Swift for 14 yards. You're going to come out in the red zone. 1st and goal from about the 8. Single back. 2 receivers on either side. Going to pass. Scally stays in the block. Looks, got a man. Throws underneath. That's Lance Slide. 8-yard touchdown. As Duke is now 12 for 17 for 109 and a touchdown. Both quarterbacks looking great tonight. As we have an update from you from Twitch.
Yep, over on Twitch, a 16-yard touchdown pass to Elijah Miller as Oklahoma scores 21 unanswered to take a 21-7 lead with 8:39 in the second.
No addition, extra point up and good. I know your brain was trying to say Auburn there again. I did it too. I was like I was reading that, trying not to say Oklahoma. As Auburn takes the lead, they're going to look to hope. I guess their hope would probably be to get another quick turnaround here and try to score again. So because Georgia gets the ball at the half, as they kick it off, great coverage there. Going to get 26, bring it out probably to about the 32.
Yeah, and if you're Georgia, what you want to do is you want to take as much time off the clock as you can and score, so then when you can get back out here in the second half, you can hopefully score on your first possession.
Hayden Carter, the leading receiver, has yet to get a playoff. They're going to hand it off outside. Man's out there, drags him down. Jed O'Reilly loses 1. That's Luke Radloff. I could not get his name in my head. Luke Radloff on the tackle for loss.
Yeah, this Auburn defense is being able to swarm the run, and so Georgia's going to have to figure out what else they can do to be successful. As we have yet another Twitch update, I'll give you this after the play.
They're going to come out in that offset pistol veer look, throws underneath, almost picked off on the rebound. Petty makes his 3rd incompletion of the night. Going to bring up 3rd and 11.
And like I said, over on Twitch, a 50-yard touchdown pass to Hunter Dowell as West Virginia answers back 21-14 with 7:36 left in the first half.
That game does not look good for those of us who took the all-under on the parlay. Oh, man. About 5 people had a chance to catch that, as Auburn does get their quick 3 and out. Now they're going to get the ball back and try to do something else. Kick is off. Or punt is off. Chewy runs. Just absolutely smokes the first guy for 9 yards. Chewy wasn't worried about running him outside. He just said, I'm going to punch you right in the mouth.
Yeah.
As the yardage differential here is heavily favoring Auburn.
Yeah, everything on that screen is heavily favored Auburn right now.
Georgia has the one good drive that they put together, but outside of that, Auburn's defense has held them in check. There's the handoff up the middle. Scally's going to put his head down and get 4, which is all you can ask for.
Right, like we said earlier, still he's averaging around that 5 yards a carry mark, which is still pretty good.
Nobody cares if your running back's getting 5 yards a carry. They're all for whatever you're doing. Steps back to pass. Duke throws outside. There's double coverage out there by accident. Mizakar's going to pick up 4, make it a 3rd and 2. I'd expect a dose of Scally here.
That's what I would assume here too, with a 3rd and short, just barely in Georgia's territory.
Here's that offset pistol that they like to run it out of. You're going to bring him back in the eye, hand it off. Oh, runs into his own man. No blocking up front. The fullback gets absolutely demolished and turns around and tackles his own man.
We were right. We did want a dose of Scally, but just unfortunately, like you said, went backwards instead of forwards.
I believe Auburn's coach is going to have a conversation with a tight end about knowing where he's supposed to be. Going to bring it out to the 20. Georgia looking to make their own answer now. Looking to put together a second drive. Going to come out in that I formation, 1 tight end, 2 receivers to the bottom. It's a handoff to the tight end. Slips a tackle. Going to pick up good yardage. That's O'Reilly for 20.
Yeah, O'Reilly also getting about that 5 yards a carry. So both running backs are doing well tonight.
Rashad Watson just gets shrugged off. You're going to come out in the tight end, 2 to the bottom. You're going to fake the handoff again on the read. Does Auburn have it covered again? They do. He's going to give him 5, though, probably. Petty's going to pick up 5 with his feet.
Yeah, which, hey, you can't really complain if either your quarterback or running back are getting positive yards when they decide to tuck and run.
Tight end flips. They hand off to the tight end side. The ball's on the ground. It's picked up by somebody. You can't get it.
Picked up by 56 there.
That's Jesus Hansen with the recovery. That's Teddy Driver with the strip. Auburn going to have great field position.
Yeah, and Georgia, they did have a good drive going, but just unfortunately, Jed O'Reilly could not hold on to the ball.
Was it Radloff? Oh, well. 2 by 2. Plenty of blocking. Throws underneath. He slips a tackle. Almost slips another. Mizikar picks up 5.
Yeah, that's a tough 5 yards that you pick up there.
6 made it. 6 made the strip sack. That's the corner. Corner laying the hit on the halfback. I got excited and didn't pay attention. Both backs split out. They throw to the tight end out of the backfield. He's going to get 0 yards, 3rd and 5. Don't have a McKnight. There's no McKnight on my team. Trips to the top of your screen. Single back. Scally stays and blocks. He throws a deep ball. Looking for his man. He comes back and gets it. Can he shed it? He can't. But that's a great throw and catch. That is great recognition by Bobby Green. He absolutely just came back and saved his quarterback.
Well, not only that, but what an amazing throw by Duke. You know, he's running to the opposite side of the field and just decides to chuck it deep across his body.
Oh, I didn't say who fumbled. I just said they caused the fumble. Handoff, Scally. It should be an easy run for Scally. 3 yards, touchdown run. If you hand the ball to Scally or to Jet inside the 5 on an inside run, I just feel like it's an easy run, as Auburn's going to take a 16-7 lead pending the extra point. 17-7 now.
Yeah, and if you're Georgia, you got to get something before the half, even if it's something as minimalistic as kicking a field goal.
Yeah, you just want to. Yeah, a field goal here puts you within 7. You get the ball at the half, but I'm sure they have 7 on their minds. There's the kick return. Going to be 25 yards, bring it up to about the 27, maybe?
Yeah. 27 and a half, 28-yard line. They're about.
And a handoff to the outside. Auburn looking to track it down out there. Do a good job of only letting him get 4.
Yeah, what really works for Georgia in the run game, it seemed like a little bit in the first quarter, is not going east to west, but going north to south with the run.
As they continue to try to stretch it, that's going to be a 3-yard rush, 3rd and 3 now. Teddy Driver, just a big man. He comes in late and makes the assist. Just another large human being on this Auburn team. They go to pass now. Look underneath, throw underneath, got a man, leak, but he can't break the tackle to pick up the first. Great play call. But he just can't slip it. The punt's away. I don't want to hear anybody complain about speed, Sheen, as the 60-speed quarterback over here. 7-yard return by Baca. Auburn's defense clamping down, but that's been the case all night. 108 yards in the first, 128 in the second for 236 total, compared to 88 and 38 for 126 for Georgia.
Yeah,
Georgia
right
just
now,
looking for a spark.
yeah, after that touchdown drive by Georgia, it seems like their offense has just hit a brick wall and not been able to do anything.
Auburn tosses a 1-yard pass out to Barfield. Looking, throwing again, throws back, side, got a man. That's landslide, picks up 4, gonna bring up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, manageable 3rd and 6 here for Auburn. If you're Georgia, you got to get a stop here so you can get the ball back.
Gonna come out in that formation they like. Trips to the bottom, tight into the top. Scally stays in the block, throws a absolute dart underneath to Barfield. Man, Barfield better have strong hands and some double gloves on, because that one came in on a rope.
Yeah, Duke is just put a lot of zip on these underneath routes.
11 first downs to 5 tells part of the story. Single back, 2x2, gonna run the screen, throws it out there, got lead blockers if they can pick it up. He cuts back inside his blockers, got a spot. 12-yard reception for Scally. Scally doing it in the air and on the ground.
Yeah, and Jay Duke here only has 5 incompletions so far, so
Trips to the bottom. Looking, Scally stays in to help block, throws underneath again. Dangerous throw, but that's Bobby Green for 15. Duke fearless with the ball, throwing an absolute missile to Green.
yeah, Duke is just showing off so far tonight.
Georgia almost gets back in front of that ball, and actually that's one of those plays where if you're kind of, you don't want to coach the aggressiveness out of your player, but if he stays back and just lets him catch that ball, it's only about a gain of 5. Twins on each side. Scally out of the backfield. They're going to throw underneath again. It's landslide for 5. Auburn's going to burn their second timeout.
Yeah, those little in routes are what's helping Auburn move the ball.
Empty. Duke looking, throws. Somehow I saw Chewy Baca line up out there, and I knew that's where the ball was going. Chewy picks up a catch for 7 yards. They come out in that 2x2 again. Fakes the handoff. Gonna read it. Duke trying to dance. Don't dance, Duke. You're not fast enough.
Duke was trying anything to get in the end zone there.
They move it to Trips at the bottom. Scally goes out for a pass this time. Duke's looking, going to take the sack. They're going to have to hurry up. They're going to go back to a twin set now. Looking for anybody. Throws underneath. Got a man. Can he get in? He does. That's live for 11 and a touchdown.
That's his second of the night, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. That's his second reception. All right, that is Landslide's second touchdown.
Landslide making a living going over the middle, putting his body on the line. Auburn going to look to make it a 24-7 lead with 30 seconds left before halftime. Kick is up, makes it good, 24-7, 17 points now separates them. Dev is getting petty. Dev, I'm trying to move you into a spot, man. It won't work. I've moved you like 4 times, and every time I move you to the guy, you don't catch it. I'm sorry, I love you. There's the return out to the 25. trips to the top. Georgia probably going to look to throw, or do they go to the half? No, they're going to look to throw. Throws underneath. It's out there, 24-7. Did Gene join the booth? Somebody said it was the worst broadcasting ever. Gene must be in here.
There is, yeah, I don't know what Gene's talking about.
Throws underneath. Oh, slips a man. Plenty of space out there. Gets cleaned up finally by Percy King. 15 seconds. Georgia needs to move in a hurry. One timeout. Pointing out the blitz. Blitz comes. Throws deep. Takes his shot. Got a shot, but oh no. What you can't have. It looks like Chewy's going to get his second reception, just not from his team. What do you mean I made it my show? It's your show, baby.
I'm just here.
Does Auburn take a shot here, or do they just take it to the half?
I think if you're Auburn, you just take it to the half, honestly.
I don't know if you've ever met Duke at quarterback, but he loves to throw the ball. But you got Scally. I mean, just hand it to him. Oh, he's going to do it himself.
Oh, he does it, yeah.
Actually going to pick up a first. They might get a playoff. They are going to get a playoff.
They aren't going to do it.
Oh, didn't snap it. As we go to half, the score here, Auburn 24, Georgia 7. That was a lot of what people thought. They really kind of figured this was going to be a one-sided game. From somebody who knows this Georgia team and how much they love to beat Auburn, I did not foresee that being the case. But what's your takeaway from the first half, Andrew?
You know, like I said, both teams are doing well on the run. Auburn, they're going to probably keep using Scally and hitting their dump downs. But if you're Georgia and coming out of the second half, this first drive, I would really key into the run, because Jed O'Reilly is a good quarterback, and giving him the chance to run is what's going to help Georgia probably crawl back into the game.
Yeah, Georgia's going to look to establish a little bit more of probably a passing game, I would assume. I know the last season they kind of torched Auburn's secondary in the first game. Probably going to look to do something similar. I would expect to see Coach Gene in the half probably telling them, hey, look, we got to buckle down. We can't keep giving up this over the middle. We can't let them dink us and dunk us to death. They're controlling the clock. They're controlling the game, and we're not getting much. As we come out of the locker room, the kick is off. Let's see what their offense does. Great return possibility here. He slips a tackle, going to get it out to about the 31. Wouldn't even qualify for, I don't think, probably top 5 of comebacks based on the score right now.
No, I don't think so either.
Not saying it wouldn't be a great comeback, just that the score differential's not high enough. Going to come out twins to the top. This is that one tight end look they like. Hand it off, fake it up there. As Petty shows his wheels, he's actually got wheels. He's gonna, if he can slip one, oh man, he slips one, but he gets drugged down from behind.
Yeah, that Brandon Petty showing off his best, doing his best Michael Vick impression.
I'm pretty sure he just gained more yards than Duke has the whole time in one run, as Matt Hunter dragged him down. Handoff up the top. Oh, they had it red. Still have it red. He's still on his feet, though, technically. O'Reilly loses one.
Yeah, like I said, using O'Reilly is going to be is going to help Georgia open up plays in the, open up the pass game.
I'm honestly surprised Petty hasn't ran that much. Petty's a really good threat on the ground. There's the fake handoff. Oh my gosh, lots of pressure. Petty scrambling for his life. Throws underneath. Got a man. Can he slip a tackle? He does. That's Master for a 32-yard touchdown, as Georgia says, we refuse to quit.
And like I said, coming out of the half, that is what Georgia wanted. They needed to do. They needed to get it into the end zone on their first drive. As you see the Bulldog just laying on the middle of the field.
I think he took a crap on the 50-yard line, man. Extra point up and good. Gonna make it a 10-point game.
I guess that's why there was a little bit of a delay, because the grounds crew had to run out there and clean up after the Bulldog.
Auburn doesn't have to answer here, but it probably wouldn't hurt if they did.
Yeah, if you're Auburn, what you would probably want to prioritize.
Baca trying to do his best Devin Hester impersonation. He's just not quite that fast.
What I was going to say, if you're Auburn, what you probably want to prioritize is just clock management.
There's the read. Duke trying to do his best Petty impersonation, picks up 1/10 of what he did with 4 yards. Yeah, he had more yards in that one run.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if you're Auburn, time management is going to be your saying you want to run the clock down.
Duke, that's that favorite Auburn formation. They're going to throw. They got a man out there, slips it by him, breaking tackles. Dominic Barfield, 31 yards in a first. Auburn really likes and has been really successful out of that trips one tight end set where the trips go to one side and the tight end is away from the trips and they just slip him out the back.
Yeah, and it's that corner route every time when they run that, and it's always open. So like I said, corner routes showing to be probably one of the hardest routes to cover.
Offset pistol to the eye, handed off. Scally hits the first man but still loses 2. That was one of those times where Duke is not an experienced runner. If he'd have pulled it, he'd have been better off. Going to come out in that single tight end, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Scally goes out for a pass. They throw deep. He's looking for a man way out there in the stands. I don't know who that was to.
I think maybe his mother?
I would think she'd be sitting over on the sideline about the 50. But here's that set they really, really like. Watch 43 here. Looking, throws the other way, got a man, toe drag swag, gets Mizikar for 14.
Yeah, way to get yourself set up on the sideline and, basically give your quarterback somewhere to put the ball.
That's good on Sundays. I think they tricked everybody. Georgia was looking for Dominic out of the backfield. Single back, tight into the top, 2 wide receivers to the bottom. They're going to hand it off. It's a counter. Scally just runs over the first man, picks up 8, going to bring up 2nd and 2. Don't have to score here. Only need those 2 yards.
Exactly. If you get the 2 yards, then you can take even more time off the clock. Try to take Georgia's chances away.
Power eye, they just hand it straight up to Scally. He's going to pick up 1. Probably would just do that again about 4 more times. Instead, they're going to split out trips to the bottom, single receiver to the top. Still probably a Scally run. Nope. Looking, throws. Man, wide open. Landslide with his first touchdown.
Wow. All 3 of Jay Duke's touchdowns tonight have gone to Landslide.
Landslide having a game of his career. As that's going to take it to 31-14 now. Quick answer by Auburn.
Yeah, if you're Georgia, you want to put another drive together that ends up in 7.
Return to 26 yards. I'm never going to live us down. Never going to live us down. Going to come out in that offset pistol. Great stop there. Great step up by Jesus Hansen. Just comes running up and makes a stop. But he still picks up 1. Trips to the top. Pitches it outside. Got the blockers, but doesn't pick up Jacoby Harris on the outside as he comes down and makes a stop for 0. Single tight end, bottom of your screen, 2x1. Going to bring the blitz. Going to pick up the the screen. Luckily for us, being not us, but luckily for Auburn, sorry. Percy King slips his block and makes the tackle. Kick is away. Yeah, Gene, be safe out there.
Yeah,
13-yard turn. Go ahead.
Yeah, Gene, be safe out there, brother. We're praying for you.
We love you, man. 2x1. Here's that offset pistol. Don't motion in this time. He goes out for a pass. They throw it to him. He's hit immediately. Can't slip it if you can't see it. But he doesn't pick up anything, doesn't lose anything. Offset eye again. Or offset eye, offset pistol, about the same. Tight end in motion. Handoff, fake the counter. Scally takes it up the middle. Picks up 5. Going to be a 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Auburn likes to get in these short little 3rd and 5s, and then that's where they look for the dump down, the check down passes.
2x1, tight end to the bottom. Tight end's going to motion to the top, make it almost like a trips formation up there. Change the play, see something he likes, looking, plenty of time, throwing it deep. Got a man underneath. That's 0 for 45. If 0 breaks one tackle, he gets his touchdown and he owns the touchdown record. What's he doing?
Yeah, I don't know, but good ball here by Duke. Put it right on the money.
I mean, just break one tackle, man. That's all you got to do. That's just a good recovery by the receiver. He comes back and makes that play. But again, J. Duke's receiver is bailing him out. Empty set, looking for a man. Looking, slips the first sack, but takes the second one, loses 7. Now it's about 2nd and goal from the 15.
That brings up 2nd and goal.
I was about to say, sometimes breaking a tackle is easier than it seems.
Yeah, he slipped the first guy, but the second was still there. Couldn't do it that fast. I'm going to say 14, maybe 14, 13 and a half. Now they're going to come out in the split backfield. Going to run the option. Got a man, pitches it. Scally's wide open out there. Can he slip it? Slips the tackle, he does, but he doesn't get it all. 11 yards, 3rd and goal.
Yeah, Scally's been a big part of this Auburn game plan tonight.
Oh, here comes Auburn in a smart game plan. 3rd and goal from about the 3. They power eye, hand it off to Scally. Scally runs, slips a tackle. Ball's on the ground. Oh, no. That's not what Auburn needed, but that is exactly what Georgia needed.
And to even expand on that, Auburn's defense is in a good position because they have Georgia back up on their own end zone.
Scally going to be hearing from his coach, I'm sure. Now we're going to come up and Auburn is heavily saying, try to run it right now, I dare you. As they hand off to the fullback, they gain 0 yards. Auburn just stuffed the line and said, we know you're going to try to run it to get some yardage. You're not getting it right now. As they come out in the power eye, Auburn backs off a little bit. They hand off to the fullback again. This time he's going to pick up 3. Is this enough room for them to throw? We shall see. Still gonna come out in the offset. He's gonna throw now. Throws, takes a deep shot, has a man, and he picks it up. Great pitch and catch there. Uriah Pace just sits down in the open zone, and Petty just drops it in the basket.
And Twitch update for you. 1 yard touchdown for William Avery as Oklahoma takes a 34-14 lead with 3:26 left in the 3rd.
Now they're going to come out in a more traditional set. Auburn fakes pressure, still gets through though, and gets O'Reilly for a -3. That's Travis Hurd, his 3rd tackle, 2nd for a loss.
Yeah, Travis Hurd, even though he was still being blocked by the O lineman, still managed to bring down Petty with one hand.
Yeah, he just reached out and said, no, sir. 2x2 single back. Fake the handoff. Throws deep under the middle. Got a man. That's Hayden Carter for 31. I believe that's his first catch.
Yeah, it is. He finally managed to get open.
Well, Carter's bit was a big part of their game plan last week. Auburn must have noticed that and shut that down. 18 first downs to 9. That tells part of the story. Going to come out in the I formation. Going to hand off to the top side. Got blockers out there, but can't get away from them. O'Reilly's not going to lose yardage, though. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it seems like Auburn is now keying into what Georgia wants to do with the run and being able to stop it, having to force Georgia to make adjustments as they keep playing.
Going to come out single tight end to the bottom of your screen. 2 receivers down there as well. Going to fake the handoff underneath. Going to end up throwing it there, and as soon as McKnight catches it, he is absolutely messed up by 56 Jesus Hansen. He didn't even have a chance. Going to bring up 3rd and 12. Have an update after this play from the Twitch side. We're the YouTube side. Single tight end to the top, 2 receivers up there. Tight end's going to come in motion, get off the ball. Now he goes back, steps back to block. They both go out late for a pass. Immediately O'Reilly's hit by number 11. That's Shad Watson. He's going to pick up just a few, force him to punt again.
And Twitch update, 19-yard touchdown run by Gunnar Rice as West Virginia scores to make it 34-21 with 2:44 in the 3rd quarter.
Chewy going to let this one go and then immediately regrets it, but then says, oh, never mind. It bounced out the end zone. We're good. As we catch up on these replays, number 13 is having himself a day. This is his, I believe, maybe his best receiving game of his career. I'd have to go check that to make sure. But 3 touchdown receptions on the day. He's trying to make himself a name for Offensive Player of the Week, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, if he keeps this up and maybe gets another touchdown or 2, then yeah, he could easily get the player of the week, like you said.
The counter to the opposite side, 2-yard rush. Actually gets stopped in for a loss, but he's got enough power going forward that he pushes his man with him. Now they're going to come out in the true empty. Duke changes the play at the line. Plenty of time. Sets, throws underneath. Great throw, great catch. That's Mizikar for 11.
That has just been a part of Auburn's game plan since we started. Just the little 5-yard, 6-yard dink and dunk.
Well, last year Auburn had 4 receivers over 1,000 yards, so they love to spread the ball around. They don't just pick on one person. There's the zone read. Hands it off, stays on his feet, picks up 11.
Yeah, luckily he fell forward for the first down.
22 seconds left in this quarter. Auburn's going to come out trips to the bottom of your screen, single receiver to the top. Going to fake the handoff. It's another read option. Duke going to pick up another easy 8, 11 rushes for 50 yards.
Yeah, and Duke having a good game through the air and on the ground tonight.
Here's the empty set. They're going to take it to the quarter, though. At the end of the 3rd quarter, heading into the 4th, Auburn now leads 31-14, and they're trying to hold on and take that victory. Don't miss the exciting conclusion. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube with your hosts, Beard and Aaron, or Aaron Andrew. Aaron Hernandez? No, I mean, what?
Hey, what? Nah, man.
Trips to the top of the screen. Throw your 4s up in chat, folks. Underneath throw. That's Mizikar again for 9.
Like I said, the underneath just seems to be Auburn's bread and butter tonight.
Mizikar taking the initiative and putting his body on the line as well. Single tight end, 2 to the top. Duke's going to pass, throws underneath. He finds that tight end. That's Barfield for 7. As we're fixing to have another update from Twitch.
Yeah.
It's really bad news for the people like me who took the under on everybody. You're going to come out in twins, both sides, single back, second and third. Hand it off to Scally. Got a great block on the outside by Bobby Green. Going to pick up 7 and a first.
And over on Twitch, 54-yard touchdown pass to Elijah Miller, and Oklahoma takes a 41-21 lead with 27 seconds left in the third.
Trips to the top of your screen. Looking underneath, goes underneath again, finds his tight end underneath. Barfield having himself a game as well, 16 yards. That's 9 receptions for 83 yards. He's in the chat. He can tell us what his career receiving record is.
Yeah, I always like finding this out, like what players' like records are and stuff, like individual records.
I like it because it keeps them engaged. 96 yards, very quickly approaching that number. 8 catches for 96 yards, he says. Trips to the top, single receiver to the bottom. Going to fake the handoff, throws underneath. Got him again. That's 4 yards. 10 receptions. He's past that. He's only 9 yards short of his all-time receiving yardage. Going to come out in that split backfield. You're going to motion a guy out to the slot. Fake the handoff. Duke takes the read. He's going to add to his rushing touchdown total with a 5-yard run. God,
and yet we have another Twitch update. Oh my God.
So much for my PX1 Sports betting money. As Melanishan looking to add another point. Going to make it 24-point game, 38-14.
And over on Twitch, 69-yard touchdown pass to Jay Pittman as West Virginia closes it back to 13. It's 41-28 with 8 seconds in the third over there.
Looks like we will end before that game, and I would highly recommend Precursor that you check that out when this is over. Some fireworks going on. As they break this one out, that's a 33-yard return for Fuego.
Yeah, you know, talk about that game. You got two really good quarterbacks over there. You got Del Este and Gunnar Rice duking it out over there.
I bet under on everybody. Single back, going to be probably throwing a lot more now. Throws underneath. It's hit almost immediately and stripped. No catch as Percy King on the coverage.
I always like watch the games to figure out how I want to bet. I never like just go in and randomly bet.
I don't bet on myself. Tight end in motion, going to make a semi-trips up there. Throws to that same tight end. He's wide. Oh, my God. Wide open. Lucas Leak, he may have a brain bleed, which is a brain leak, essentially, after that hit.
Okay.
But he got killed. Steps back, plenty of time to throw. Throws underneath to quad coverage and threads the needle to Master for 19 yards.
Yeah, just Brandon Petty put the ball on the spot right where it needed to be.
Yeah, Petty showing off that arm he has. Going to take them into Auburn territory. Ball on the 36. Single tight end to the top. Going to bring him in motion to the bottom, make it basically a 2-by-2. He gets caught in the motion. It holds it for too long. A sack for 7. I don't know if you go back and watch the replay, the tight end tried to slip out, but gets caught in all the mess and can't get out there. And I think that's who Petty was looking for.
Yeah.
Going to bring up 2nd and 17. 4 down linemen. Go look at the screen. Throws the screen, but no blocking up front. Not going to pick up anything. 3rd and 16. I actually thought he was going to break out of that. Oh, my Lord. Single back. They throw. Step back. Plenty of time. Throws underneath. Can't hold on to it, though. Petty's starting to lose faith in his receivers, I think.
Yeah.
4th and 16. They got to go for it. Sorry.
And over on Twitch, a 2-yard touchdown pass to Jacob Archer's Oklahoma extends their lead to 48-28 with 8:06 left in the game.
Auburn with big cojones comes rushing everybody and just blows up. Rashad Watson gets the pass breakup and just blitzes everybody and just smokes Petty in the backfield.
They just showed something on the Oklahoma game. Oklahoma's run 74 offensive plays.
Looking, throws, backside. Auburn still throwing. That's Dominic Barfield for 6. That should tie his all-time. Oh, no, he's a little short.
Yep.
Needs 4 more. Single back. Fakes the handoff to him. Throws underneath. Breaks a tackle. Landslide 21 yards. 6 catches for 51 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's 50%. 50% of the time he catches the ball, it's a touchdown.
Exactly.
Don't leave yet. This one's still going strong. But the first downs tell the story. Hands it off, fakes it, and takes it himself with lots of blockers out front. Picks up 10 yards. Duke with 65 yards.
Jay Duke looked like an old man running.
Hey, that old man picked up 10 yards. That's more than I'd get.
Definitely same here.
Trips to the top of your screen. Fakes the handoff. He's going to try to pick up some more yards. Gets 9 more.
He's just trying to pad his rushing yards now.
Duke refuses to give the ball to Scally. He's like, screw that guy. Motion him to the eye. There's the handoff to Scally. Scally's going to try to get the outside edge. Going to pick up 4 and a first. Scally trying to get to 100 yards himself. Nick Lee with 15 tackles. Great point out there by Pettijohn. Yeah. Same I formation, or same offset, tight end in motion. Hands it off to Scally again. Scally's going to pick up 3.
Yeah, Auburn's just going to keep it on the ground, I would assume.
Yeah, I don't know why you would do anything different. Don't risk. You don't want to put Georgia back in the game. The backup halfback is in. Could we see the pull? He stays in the block. They throw outside. That is Landslide with his 4th touchdown. Landslide is still. He has now 8 catches and 4 touchdowns.
Landslide is just him. It's simple. Landslide is him.
Doesn't have the yardage, but he is throwing it. He says, I'm making the most out of the what catches I get. I know who Auburn's offensive player of the week should be this week. There's the return to the 25, 22 yards for Fuego. One of my favorite names in the league because it's just fun to say.
Right.
Georgia coming out in the empty. I expected this a lot sooner. Petty takes a shot underneath. Great throw and catch. Going to pick up 6 or 7. Here's Hayden Carter.
His second of the night.
Trips to the top of your screen. Man actually uncovered up there, but the linebacker drops into coverage, which is never good when a linebacker drops into coverage. 85 yards to Lucas Leak. Or 85 yards. 85 total yards to Lucas Leak. First down. Empty set. Auburn has not found an answer for this yet.
Oh, man. Throw
underneath. Still don't have an answer for it. As Masters just running people over for 17.
And Umbreon trolling, saying Josh Mizikar should be the offensive player of the week for Auburn.
And he's had some. I mean, he's been very important to the first down conversion percentages. Auburn just kind of maybe tired at this point, or just content not to let him give up anything big and burn the clock. Here comes the screen. Screen is out there. Cody Higdon chasing him down. Cody Higdon did everything he could to get there, but Rashad Watson says, "That's mine, sir." As Petty gets another 5-yard pitch out there to O'Reilly. Just an extended run play.
Another Twitch update.
Yeah, dude, they're scoring in bunches over there.
Yeah.
Looking, throws, got a man. That's Leak again. He's still on his feet, technically. Stays up. Leak for 15.
Twitch update for you guys. 4-yard touchdown pass to Keith Samuels as West Virginia keeps trying to claw back. Now they're only down 13 by a score of 48-35, 5:28 left in the game.
A little bit of about a 2-minute difference, so you should have about 2 minutes to take your viewing over there when this one's over. So make sure you're paying attention to that one. Tight end to the top, 2 receivers to the bottom. Throws underneath. That was dangerous. But Dodd picks it up for 14. I believe that's the first time he said his name.
Yeah.
That makes it first and goal.
Empty. This is where empty gets crazy. Throws underneath. Got a man. That's Francis Jackson for 4 yards. Another name we haven't said because I believe he's a walk-on.
I believe you are correct.
Anthony Richardson says more touchdowns tonight in the past 2 seasons. Going to fake the handoff and roll out. He boots. He's got the lane. He can't get there, though. He's going to take a sack for 3, even though to me that's a run. It's not a sack. Bradloff's going to pick up a sack. Bradloff quietly having a good night. 8 tackles, 3 for a loss, 2 sacks.
Yeah.
Third and goal. They got 2 downs to get it. Bunched up trips to the top. They're going to fade it out. Throws to the stands. Percy King going to take credit for that one. Here comes the 4th and goal. Split out 2. Single back. Looking for a screen. Throws the screen. That's not going anywhere, though. Not going to pick up enough for a first, and they're going to turn it over.
And yeah, I think that Auburn, what they're just going to do is they're just going to hand it off to Scally to run the clock out.
Yeah, I expect to see chew clock mode engaged. I expect number 3 to get a heavy dose. And unfortunately for Dominic Barfield, he will not break his record. There's the handoff to Scallies. He bounces it out a little bit. Hits the A-gap, 4 yards. As a chorus of boos come from the family section as Dominic Barfield's family boos the play calling because they want him to get his record. Just shift him into the eye. Going to hand it off. He's going to run over 2 people at once and pick up 2 yards. 34, they might throw it here.
If they throw it, we want it to go to Barfield.
Well, at least somebody wants it to go to Barfield. There's at least one person in the audience. They just slowly let the clock burn because they have timeouts and they will not do it. Duke sounding monotone. You know what you sound like, Wetzel? 0-3.
He sounds like a traitor. He's leaving Minnesota.
Uh-oh. There's the pass. Underneath to Landslide. 8 receptions, 57 yards, 4 touchdowns. Here comes the punt. They're about a second off.
And yeah, so no, Barfield will not get his record tonight.
Barfield must have made somebody mad. I think the strength and conditioning coach said he wasn't working out enough.
And I just saw we have a Twitch update. 1-yard touchdown run by DJ. I think it's DJ Yost, I thought. That said Yost. It could be Avery, though. I'm not sure. But it said Yost.
The update says Avery. As the punt's away.
Wow.
Clock expires.
Excuse me, because I have the game up on my second monitor.
I have 4 monitors, and I don't have it up on any of them. As the game comes to a close, Auburn 45, Georgia 14. It's what a lot of people thought it was. I know there's a lot of people who didn't think that was going to be the case, but that was the case as they throw out. What's your takeaway from this right now?
You know, Auburn had a complete game plan and they executed it perfectly. You know, from using the run, both Scally and Duke, to being able the little dink and dunk as the game progressed. And for Georgia, I mean, 2 tough losses in a row. You go to Oklahoma and you get beat, and then you as you see here, Jay Duke had an amazing game, and you end up getting beat again. But
well, you know, Duke stepped up, made a great game plan. Auburn had a great game plan. But as always, thank you to our executive producer Mike Peters, my broadcast partner Andrew. Obviously, I haven't changed that for tonight's action. And on behalf of our broadcast crew, I'm Jay Duke, Beard on Blast. You've been watching the CFSL Picks One Sport on YouTube, and we'll see you later tonight with our doubleheader. Make sure you head over to YouTube or Twitch and catch that game because it is a barn burner. We will see you in a little while.